Okay, hello everyone. Today we're talking about the fourth tier on this Ice Climbers tech skill list. You'll find the list in the description. Fourth tier is called Advanced Climbing, and we can get straight into it. The first point on this list is Nobbling. So what is Nobbling? Nobbling is when you alternate between a Nana forward tilt and a Nana blizzard while you have the opponent in a grab. The reason for doing this is because having Nana do a blizzard does a lot more damage than having her just do 3 forward tilts. However, stringing together multiple blizzards into each other, which is also called blizobbling, is pretty frame tight. It's not super easy to do, and also a lot of your grabs, if you grab them and try to blizzard straight away, you'll see that at a percent like this, the opponent just gets out of the grab before Nana's blizzard comes out because it has so high of startup frames. That's why starting your grab with one Nana forward tilt, then doing a Nana blizzard and then a forward tilt is usually the best thing to do in terms of how realistic it is to do and also how likely you are to actually get your grab combo started this way. So this is what a Nobble looks like, just raw on its own. Practice this, and then of course after it you can do a down throw smash attack. If you're by the ledge you can do a down throw handoff. Yeah, it's very important that you get the timing for this down. I also have a video on my channel where I just do this for like 2 minutes straight to get an opponent to 999%, and some people have told me that it helped them get used to the timing. But that's what Nobbling is. It is alternating between a Nana forward tilt and a Nana blizzard during a grab with your 3 legal pummels in order to maximize the damage during a grab. Okay, next up we have ledge handoffs, which now this also goes into, or this relates to Nobbling, because this is not just ledge handoffs, this is doing ledge handoffs while also optimizing the damage we get with each regrab. Alright, so the reason why a pummel instant blizzard doesn't work is because Nana is stuck in her missed grab animation, which takes a long time. Of course, if we can't get the initial pummel out, then we don't even have to bother trying to get any Nana attacks out, because that just means the grab ends before we even get to do our pummel, which can often happen against opponents who are mashing at low percent. But if we get our first pummel, we want to make sure that Nana is also instantly doing something after a whiff grab. However, if we grab our opponent by the ledge, let's say we do it like this, right? We start off, we do our first Nobble, we down throw a regrab, and then once Nana does her forward throw, we can walk forward and regrab it, and because Ice Climber's forward throw has such little end lag, we can instantly begin the next grab string with a blizzard. Because after Nana's forward throw, we do have enough time to instantly just get the blizzard out. That's what ledge handoffs can look like. Of course, you can also just do all blizzards, right, if you want even more damage, but this is in my opinion the most realistic high damage combo you can do. Of course, blizobbling is also realistic, but it is a lot harder, and I don't think the reward is quite there for most people to try to do it. And usually the damage you get from just Nobbling during the grabs and alternating between Nana blizzard and Nana forward tilt is more than good enough. Alright, next up we have the Popo to Nana forward throw handoff. So what we just saw, right, where Nana does the forward throw and we regrab it, that's a Nana to Popo forward throw handoff, and then the Popo to Nana forward throw handoff is where we do the opposite, right, where Popo has the grab and then we do a forward throw and then regrab with Nana. This will end up with Nana being a little bit in front of us. Why would we do this? We would do this in order to make sure that when Nana has the opponent in her grab, they're in range of the guaranteed handoff zone. So right here, if I hand the opponent off to Nana, she might up throw, she might back throw or whatever, but if I do a forward throw handoff, Nana will now grab the opponent a little bit closer to ledge, which might make the difference between the next handoff being a guaranteed forward throw from Nana that we can regrab like this, or her doing a random throw. So yeah, the further you move Nana forward as you walk forward and grab with her, the more difficult it'll be to re-grab her instant forward throw, right? And if she decides to pummel, we can just dash dance for a bit, because once we hand the opponent off to Nana, we do have to dash forward instantly, because we don't have time to just wait and react to her forward throw. We instantly have to start the dash forward. If we see her throw right away, we just press the grab button and get the regrab. And if we see her pummel, you can either shield stop, right where the opponent will be coming out of the grab and then just do a shield grab as soon as they get forward throw. Or like you see right here, you just dash dance for a bit, and then when Nana does finally decide to forward throw, then you dash forward and grab. Yeah, so this is good for just making sure your opponent is that little bit closer to the ledge, and then you get your long ledge strings and usually a guaranteed kill if you do everything properly. Okay, next up we have RNG Handoffs. RNG Handoffs is when you hand the opponent off to Nana in center stage, or not at center stage, but just not near a ledge, where you don't know where Nana will throw. And she could throw in any direction, but two of those directions you could regrab, right? So if I hand them off to Nana and she goes for, let's say, a forward throw or a down throw, then I can regrab those. If she goes for up throw or back throw, I can sometimes combo out of that, right? But like you saw right here, if she goes for forward throw or down throw, if you get good at it, you can practice regrabbing both of these, and the other two you can sometimes shark the opponent or, you know, get another hit. Why would you do this? You would do this, let's say I'm playing against a Peach. This Peach is really good at smash DIing down throw down air, so I'm never actually hitting a down throw down air regrab against her, but I just need one more grab in order to be able to confirm a kill on her. So if I do this, get the RNG handoff, and now can do one more rotation of grab combos, then I have a guaranteed KO after. You perform this by handing the opponent off to Nana, usually with a down throw, and then you walk forward a tiny bit with Popo, so that if Nana forward throws, you only have to press grab, right? Because if you want to regrab Nana's forward throw, you usually have to move forward a tiny bit. And for down throw, if you've only moved forward a tiny bit, then it doesn't really matter if you're a little bit further forward or back, both work. So you hand the opponent off to Nana, walk forward a bit, and then you check if she's doing forward throw or down throw, and depending on which one she's doing, you either regrab them, or if she does something else, you know, you try to convert as best as you can. But in the best case scenario, this will happen, you get your extra damage, and hopefully you get a KO. Cool, that's what people call RNG handoffs, is when you just hand the opponent off to Nana, and then you try to cover two of the forward throws that she might do with another handoff, by just walking forward a tiny bit and then regrabbing it. And if she up throws, you just blame RNG and tell your opponent they got lucky. That's what I like doing. Alright, next up we have CC into dash grab. Ice Slammer's crouch cancel is good, but it's not as good as that of other characters because their grab is really small, and also they get pushed away really hard or really far when they crouch cancel. So let's say this Marth wants to move forward, down tilt me and dash away. If I try to crouch cancel grab it, you'll see that my grab just doesn't land, right? But if I hold down on the down tilt and then dash forward and grab, I might be able to barely get there and grab him. You'll see that Marth down tilt is a difficult example because it's just such a fast move, but the idea is that if you get hit by a move like this, you can't just grab in place, you need to be able to dash forward and grab. Let me turn on the input display again. So like this. The way I do this, there's a few ways you can try to do this. So if you look at the inputs here, you'll see that I'm holding down, I get hit, and now I'm in 4 frames of landing just from crouch canceling, because when you crouch cancel, you enter the air and land on the same frame. So right now I'm in my 4 frames of landing lag, like if you were to do an empty jump, and during these 4 frames I release my stick to neutral, and then I dash forward and grab. If you jump cancel grab or not jump cancel grab, it doesn't really make a big difference here. It's just important that you get the quickest grab out that you can. The other way you can try to do that is that you hold down and then you roll the stick forward from the down position. So that would look something like this. If you look at the input display, you'll see that I'm holding fully down. And then from going fully down, I just go across the rim of the control stick gate, and I just go from down to the side, and then I get my dash forward into grab. Yeah, that's why crouch canceling and then being able to very quickly dash forward and grab makes a huge difference, because a lot of moves that are otherwise almost unpunishable, certainly unpunishable out of shield, now become punishable out of crouch. Sometimes you need to read for it, but it's super worth it, because if we get a grab, then we're having fun. Alright, next up we talk about rest punish against Jigglypuff. In order to talk about the rest punish against Puff, I think it would be best if we go backwards. Let's go to Battlefield, shall we? Usually not the greatest stage against Puff, but it's a stage that you will find yourself playing on. Alright, so let's say Puff has a decent amount of percent. The way we want to KO her to just end the stock is that, let's record her missing a rest just to make it more realistic. Cool, like this. If we go here and up smash, you'll see that it's likely that's just gonna miss. However, if we turn around and then charge an up smash, then the up smash is going to hit and it's going to KO earlier than any other finisher we have, just with both up smashes. So that's great. If Puff has enough percent that this works, we just do this and then she gets KO'd. Alright, let's say Puff has a bit less percent. A percent where charge double up smash just barely isn't going to KO, like right here. Now what we want to do is that we want to get some sort of grab combo started. We can't easily start the combo by just doing our regular Nobble, because usually they will be mashing so hard that they will get out before our first pummel even works. Sometimes at higher percent we can still get the pummel out, but a lot of the time we can't really risk that, right? Let's get the Puff the right percent, like this. Just record the same thing again. Yeah, so in this situation, we need to start our grab combo while also making sure that Puff is instantly locked in hit stun as we start the grab combo, and this is how we do that. We start by doing a spot dodge blizzard, and then after the spot dodge blizzard, we either jump cancel grab with Popo, or we walk forward and grab with Popo. This will ensure that our grab hits right as the Nana attack hits, which will lock them into the grab hit stun right away. And this way we can also get 4 Nana attacks in, because we don't actually have to pummel as the blizzard hits, right? Like you see it like right here, I did all of this, I got the full damage during the grab from the blizzard, but I didn't even have to pummel once, I just have to time my first pummel during the end of the blizzard like you would do in a regular Nobble. So that's how you do that here. You get your grab combo like this, and then out of a grab, forward throw up smash is almost always going to be your earliest KO move. Alright, let's say Puff has even less percent that we can't kill off of just one grab combo. Then we do this right here, where you take Puff on a leash, you kind of walk her across the stage, then you spot dodge blizzard, do your grab combo, down throw handoffer in the corner, and then you get one more regrab from the Nana forward throw that is then coming after. It's important that you kind of get a feeling for how far forward and how long you can move Jigglypuff. And if you're right by the ledge, forward throw up smash might be difficult, so forward throw into forward smash might be a better combo finisher there. But usually if you do it like this, you will end up right here with plenty of space to still get your forward throw up smash after this. Yeah, so that's how you want to get the KO against Puff. If you're able to walk her to the ledge, you can pretty much kill her from any percent. You just need enough time to walk her to the ledge and then begin your grab combo with the spot dodge blizzard into grab, so that you can confirm that they stay in the grab. Okay, next up we're talking about Tomber starts. A Tomber start is, an easy example is when we just look at what we do against spaces, right? So as you grab an opponent, if you just press and hold A, Nana will buffer an attack, right? So I just grab and hold A, and you'll see that Popo does one pummel and then Nana does one jab, right? I don't have to press A twice for the pummel and the Nana jab. I just hold A, and the pummel comes out, and then as soon as Nana can, she does a jab. Great. So what happens if I press A and then hold forward? You'll see that now, it's hard to see, but now Nana is buffering a forward tilt. And if I do something like this, and I just hold up and A during the pummel, Nana will buffer an up tilt. And that's why Tomber starts are great, because they allow you to get the earliest possible Nana attack out as you start your grab. And depending on matchup, you can do this in certain ways where you are able to get a grab combo started that otherwise wouldn't work, right? So if I grab my opponent like this, and then I try to pummel forward tilt, you'll see that Nana's forward tilt just misses, right? So right here, if I just tried to F-tilt instantly, that wouldn't work. The opponent could mash out between my first and second pummel. However, if I just do a Nana up tilt instead, right, like right here, now Nana will hit the opponent with all hits of up tilt as she's sliding back, and then after that I can convert into either instantly a blizzard or just a forward tilt first, either work. It's important that you jump cancel grab for this, and the most important use is when you get a dash forward jump cancel grab or a wave dash forward grab, because then Nana will be behind the opponent, and as she's sliding back to you, it's a good idea to do this just to make sure that the opponents are actually locked in the grab as Nana's being pulled towards you. Cool. Now we want to look at how this changes depending on the matchup. Because depending on matchup, this is either you want to go for different moves. Okay, cool. So right here, you'll see that against some characters, like Jigglypuff, Yoshi, Pikachu, Donkey Kong, their hurtboxes work in such a way that usually you can just do a regular forward tilt anyways and it's going to land, right? Which is amazing. That's exactly what we're used to doing. That's one of the easiest things to do, that's great. Against characters like Fox, like we just saw, we want to do an up tilt with Nana, because against those characters F tilt is likely to miss, like I also just showed against Fox. Against some characters, neither F tilt nor up tilt are super consistent, so you want to do a turnaround F tilt, which cannot be buffered. You cannot do this as a Tomba start, which we'll talk about a bit later. But against a lot of characters, you want to Tomba start your grabs, either by, you know, just buffering your attack, like, you know, you grab them, you press A to pummel, and then as you press A to pummel, you also move your stick up in a direction, so that Nana does the tilt you want her to do as soon as she becomes actionable, as you just hold the A button. Great, so yeah, that's Tomba starts. And depending on matchup, you'll see in the Ice Climbers data and information document, there's a little bit of text about it, which explains what I just talked about. It also shows you what characters you want to do what against, and I still recommend trying this out for different characters, different matchups, so that you internalize which move you want to be doing depending on the matchup. Alright, our next thing is Fthrow reverse dash attack. So when we grab a Spacey, there's a million ways we can re-grab them, right? One way we have is that if we have the Fox right here, let's say we're on FD, we can just do down throw down air, right? And then from down throw down air we get this re-grab, which is great. However, this can lose to the Fox smash DIing down and then getting a spot dodge out, and then we can end up looking stupid. So this is good, but it's not like anything guaranteed. Another option we have is down throw up smash, which if they DI away right here, then on down throw up smash we can get another re-grab. So let's say they do this right here, Fox DIs away, like this. We can just wave dash forward, get a re-grab, Fox is dead, great. But as you already saw, if Fox DIs in, then we're not really getting anything because they just go straight up and then we can't get another grab. So we have all these options, but is there something that gives us a higher likelihood of getting another grab? And that is where the forward throw into reverse dash attack comes in, because if we could just hit a dash attack, right, that would be amazing. The issue with dash attack usually is that if the opponents DI to the side like this, right, and we just dash attack, they fly very far away, and then the dash attack, yeah, it makes it so that we can't really follow up on it. Like this, and if we hit the Fox here, sometimes they'll either go behind us or they'll go too far to the side. If we make Nana do a little dash dance during our grab, we can make sure that the dash attack she lands is a reverse hit, so that the opponent either flies straight up or they go behind us. And all of these outcomes are good for us. If they do no DI, like right here, they just fall straight in our arms, which is great. And if they go all the way to the side, then we can dash forward and grab again, and then we get our little Tomba start up tilt like I showed earlier. I'll just do this. Yeah, this is why the forward throw reverse dash attack is great, because no matter where the opponent DIs, you can either dash forward, jump cancel and grab, dash back and grab, or just grab in place, and then keep going with it. Of course, there is counterplay. Depending on percent, they can either super low percent SDI down and land before you can re-grab, or at like mid to high percent, they can try to go up and escape your grab that way. But even then, you at least get another aerial to follow up on it. So yeah, how do we do this? In order to guarantee the reverse hit, what you do is that you grab the opponent, you know, if you need to, you pummel once, and now when you have both climbers actionable, you press forward. This forward press will make Popo do a forward throw, and Nana will start to dash forward. A little bit after the forward throw, right before the opponent is about to get released, you want to press back on the stick just for a bit to make Nana slow down and turn around a little bit. And then, right once you've done that, you want to press A to make Nana dash attack. You don't want her to go too far, because then, as you might have seen earlier, the dash attack can just miss. But if you do this little right, left, and then A input, you make sure that Nana isn't too far away, because she slows down, like right here. And then you press A, and then the dash attack she does it will hit Fox in a way like right here, where Fox doesn't, like, he gets hit while Nana's on the other side of him, so the only way he can go is either to the left, which is behind Popo, which is very close to you, or straight up, which is right in front of Nana. Yeah, this is great on FD, of course. It's also great on platform stages when you're about here, because the only place Fox can really go when you do this is like roughly straight up, or behind you. And okay, that was a little bit too close to the platform, but like here's where it's good, because if they go backwards like this, you get a regrab, and if they go all the way to the right, you still get a regrab. So this is where I really like doing this, where opponents have to decide, like, am I gonna try to go right or left? And it's really difficult for opponents to like hit the perfect DI that actually allows them to get out to either side of the platform, like you're seeing right here. Cool. Yeah, practice this. Make sure that you're doing this. This is what you want to happen if the opponent DIs to the side. If they end up going really far away to the right, let me try to just do that once. Like this. If the opponent ends up going like this, where they fly really far into the direction that you're looking at, it means you didn't get the reverse hit on the dash attack, because if you do get the reverse hit, they're either like roughly going straight up or behind you. If they go really far in front of you, it means that you didn't get the reverse dash attack, because if you get that, then in this situation, Fox should, not end up flying. You should end up flying like that, where he goes a little bit to the side, but then flies almost straight up, and then you can just dash forward and grab again. And this is also great in combination with practicing your tombar up tilt starts, because if the opponent DIs to the side, you're gonna have to dash forward, jump cancel grab, and then you have to do the up tilt start, because now Nana is behind the opponent, and you need to make sure that you keep hitting them as Nana is sliding back to you. So yeah, this is a good thing to practice in combination with the tombar up tilt start. But like I said, or like I usually say, practice these things individually first, and then combine them with each other later on. Okay, next one is pretty simple, auto-cancel aerials out of shield. It's really important that we can't just do auto-cancel aerials when we're like super ready to do them, but we can also do them out of shield as a reaction, right? Common situation is Fox is moving around, tries to poke our shield with shine, and then comes down on top of us. If we're able to shield this and then just auto-cancel up air out of shield really quickly, we can get a really good, like, you know, conversion like this, where we get the grab. If we can't get the auto-cancel up air, or we just do a full hop, something like this might happen, which is also good, right? But the auto-cancel allows us to follow up on wherever they're going a lot more quickly. So this is very important to practice in all directions with both aerials, back air and up air in all directions. Yeah, because you want to be fast. Cool. Great. Next up, we have backtracking. Backtracking is a way of getting our opponents into a ledge handoff situation. It works if I am facing this way. This will not work if the Fox DIs to the right. So let's say, first of all, this is what a backtrack looks like. You back throw and wave dash back with the same input with Nana, and then the opponent will get regrabbed. Just to show the inputs one more time, I have the opponent in my grab, I pummel once, doesn't matter. And then you'll see that I don't even do anything else, like I don't throw, I just start by jumping like you would with a wave dash. I jump, then I do an angle that is deep enough that you don't get a down throw, that you get a back throw instead. And then it's really just a wave dash back grab input, right? So this is the wave dash back right now, and then once the wave dash is over, I press Z so that Nana grabs as the opponent gets out of leg. Yeah, like I said earlier, this is great for getting opponents into a ledge handoff situation when you have them grabbed close to center stage. However, like I also said before, this will not work if the opponent DIs in, because then Nana will overshoot her grab. You can make her do a shorter wave dash for this, but then of course if they DI all the way towards the ledge again, now Nana isn't going far enough. So this doesn't always work, but against people who are trying to smash the your down throw down air so they're holding down, this can be a great way of transitioning into a ledge handoff situation. And you can follow up on any Nana throw instantly as well. You just have to instantly like dash forward or wave dash towards her, so that if she forward throws right away, you are there in time to follow up on it. Let me see if I can get just one example of that so you see what it looks like. Okay, there I was a little bit too far away. Yeah, so this is what I do. I do the backtrack, then I just do one long dash forward to make sure I get there, and then from there, I'm not the greatest at this, as you can see. But yeah, if you just do one dash in her direction, you will usually be positioned very nicely to be able to follow up on this. Another thing that helps with this is that if you do a short hop wave dash, Nana is less likely to disconnect from you. Short hop wave dashing is not something people think about or talk about a lot, but for this specific tech it helps quite a bit because you just have a little bit of extra leniency to make sure that Nana doesn't disconnect from you. But yeah, that's what a backtrack is and how it works. Let's move on to the next thing. Yeah, reaction tech chase. We skipped that one a little bit earlier because it takes a bit longer to look at. Let's start with the Popo reaction tech chase. So what you want to do is that you throw the opponent down. Most of the time you want to throw the opponent down, and if they DI into you, you can just instantly, you can't react to it, but you could re-grab it or down smash it, right? But that's pretty much a 50-50 because you can't react to whether they did DI in or DI out. So the better thing to do is that you down throw them, you position to where they're landing, and then you try to cover all the other tech options from there. So that's how I do it. I down throw, then I walk forward to where they're landing, and then you can react to anything by grabbing it, right? Tech in place, you just stand still and grab. For miss tech, you can try to down smash. For tech roll away, you need to wave dash, which is really difficult because it's a really tight reaction. But tech in place, tech roll through you, and no tech are usually alright. Also, when you have an opponent in a grab like this, if you go for the down throw, the opponent can just DI to center stage and then tech in the very middle of the stage, which makes it really hard to tech chase every tech option they have. However, let's say the Fox tries to DI to the right to get to center stage. If you back throw instead, they will land right here, which means that if they tech roll away from you, the tech roll away will get cut off by the ledge, and if they tech roll through you, behind you, that's a lot easier to cover, right? So if you can, you want to mix up between down throw and back throw. You don't want to back throw if you're like in a position like this where they will just go off stage right away, right? You can still do that, but then you're just going for a gimp instead of a tech chase. But back throw is really good in a spot like this, where opponents are incentivized to hold towards center stage, and instead you can send them backwards and then go for an easier tech chase that way. Because right here, there's just less space for them to tech into. Cool. As you might have seen earlier, if they miss their tech, that's a little bit difficult to deal with sometimes. So what you can do with Nana is that as you down throw, you can charge a forward smash with her. So if they miss their tech, you then only have to let go of the Nana forward smash to cover the miss tech, and then you can also grab after they've missed their tech like that. Let me just make them miss their tech once so you see what I mean. Attack option, none. Cool. Like this, right? The Nana forward smash hits, and then you can just grab right away. Because if you go for 2 jabs, then opponents can buffer a tech option or a roll or normal get up after, especially if they're at higher percent. So going for the Nana forward smash makes it easier to account for the tech for the miss tech. But I would recommend that you first practice just doing the tech chase as Popo, because usually if you have a grab with Nana next to you, there's so many other good options that you have that down throw tech chasing with both climbers perfectly synced, where Nana could be charging the forward smash, isn't really a situation that has occurred to me too often. So yeah, practice the Sopo reaction tech chase against spaces, and as you get more comfortable with that, the great thing about this is that it allows you to stall for time if Nana is off somewhere else doing whatever, right? Let's say, I don't know, Nana's just flying away, right? And Fox is right here. I might want to down throw, get 1 extra regrab while Nana reconnects with me, and then now that she's with me off of the tech chase, I can go for my in-grab combo. But yeah, cool. So next up we have Ryse Tossing. This is something that is something that you do against characters that you can down throw chain grab as Popo, right? So any character that just Popo on his own could chain grab. The issue against characters like Sheik, for example, is that let's make their grab escape perfect, right? If I want to get my grab combo started with like my pummel forward tilt or whatever, I can't get my first pummel because they just mash out before my first pummel, right? Like you see, I can't even get one pummel right here before the Sheik just mashes out. However, I can make Nana do a blizzard right as the down throw is about to end, so that as I grab the opponent, Nana's blizzard will hit them right away and instantly combo into the grab, so they'll be locked in hit stun the entire way. The way you do this is, let me record it once and then show you in slow-mo, like this. So you grab the opponent, you down throw, and then right before Popo becomes actionable, you see that I'm still holding down. Popo is about to become actionable, and now I press the B button before Popo becomes actionable, which makes Nana start the blizzard. And Popo is now just busy reacting to Sheik's DI, and then once I see her DI, I dash forward a bit to re-grab her, and right as I hit the grab, just a tiny bit later, the Nana blizzard connects. This is highly recommended, especially at low percent, where she could otherwise just mash out, because if you just keep down throwing and she keeps DIing to the side, eventually you end up like around here, and then, you know, she can just get out of the grabs much more easily. However, especially at a percent like this, when she gets higher percent, it becomes a bit harder to connect this, because the higher up she goes, the smaller the timing for the blizzard becomes, but you can still get it, and it can make sure that you just barely get enough damage on them to make sure that your last combo finisher actually KOs them. So yeah, practice this against the characters that you can chain grab, because it really makes a huge difference in reducing the amount of regrabs you need to get and how much damage you get off of each regrab. Cool. Very final thing here on this part is ledge dashing into some invincible attacks. This was already touched upon in our previous video. Ledge dashing is great, and it becomes better the better you get at attacking invincibly out of it, right? If you're able to get on stage and have a hitbox out that comes out while you're fully invincible, that's a huge deal, because now the Fox spamming full hop back air actually gets hit by something before their back air gets you stuck in shield. Forward tilt is good for this, jab is good for this, and down smash is good for this, especially turnaround down smash. So I would practice these first and foremost. Also, if you're gonna F-tilt, then upwards angled forward tilt is usually best in my opinion. But yeah, this is just something that you want to practice as part of your ledge dash practice, is be able to get into shield invincibly, right? So that you get to go from being invincible to being in shield right away. Make sure you get to being invincible to jabbing right away, and also make sure that you can F-tilt and down smash from it. Cool. I think a bird just hit my window. That's why I turned around. Alright, that's it for this part of the video. The final part, the pro climber part, will be next. There's a lot of really fun stuff here, but of course, as we go up in tiers, I feel like the 4th tier is like the really important one if you really want to squeeze a lot out of the easy improvements you can make, because this is a lot of stuff that is really just you against the game. It doesn't really matter what the opponent is doing. This is just stuff that you can practice to execute, and if you do it well, you will be able to do it every time. In the next tier, there's some stuff that is more about, it's even more about situational awareness and, yeah, just adding stuff to your neutral, and neutral is usually a lot harder to map out compared to Punish Game, because during Punish Game we can just do whatever we want, or rather we can do the exact thing that we want to do if we know what we want to do beforehand, which is why hopefully this list will be useful. Great, okay, let me know what you think. Check out the resources in the description, so this document right here and the Ice Climber state and information document that I've created. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment anytime. Alright, cool, I'll see you around. Goodbye.